Alright, welcome race fans here tonight as we're getting ready for the Gulf Coast Indy Racing Series as we are having a little technical problems. So I do apologize as it looks like they messed up on the server. So we will get Zach in here and we will get this all fixed. So just hang in there. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go to be right back. Zach, up in the booth here. You got a copy there, buddy?
Yeah, I got you, Robert. Good to be here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway.
Yep, it looks like they messed up on the server again.
Oh.
So everybody's leaving. So we are gonna wind up going to a splash screen. So we will be right back. So just stay tuned, and it might take up to 5 minutes, possibly 6 minutes, for me to reset everything as we are now live. So, but me and Zach will be right back. Give me 1 second here. All right, we are back. I do apologize for that, everybody out there watching. But all right, Zach, well, we are back live after a little bit of technical problems here at Texas. We had some rain in turn 1 and 2. They got it all dried up, and then the rain clouds moved over to 3 and 4, and then it rained over there, so they had to dry it there. So I think we look good now. I see the sun out, and they're going to be taking on good old Texas, not the new layout of Texas, but the old Texas. So what can you remember on this track here, bud?
Oh man, I love this place. Not saying that the new Texas is bad, but the new Texas definitely has its different feel to it. That's for sure. This track is definitely one of those mile and a half that has a lot of character, as I would like to put it. It's lots of bumps, pretty worn surface here also, and it really makes for some really good racing. And I expect a heck of a show here with these DW12 cars. This is one of the places I've actually enjoyed the most watching past IndyCar races here. I just really remember, I can't remember what year it was, but it was the year Graham Rahal won here. He battled with like Tony Kanaan, James Hinchcliffe, and it was such a good race to the end, and 3-4 wide at some moments. I don't know if we'll see that here tonight with the DW12, but we'll definitely see a bunch of 2 wide and maybe even some 3 wide moments. So it's definitely got a chance to put on a heck of a show, and we'll just see what happens here as qualifying has started here, and we're about 2 minutes in, and so far we got Josh Garner on the pole.
Yeah, he was fast in the practice before it rained, and then he was fast in practice again before it rained, and now he's fastest now. My question is I don't know what the league and the reasoning behind it, and you probably don't know either, Zach. Maybe somebody can try me out on Facebook, but what's the difference from running these cars on the new layout compared to the old layout? What would make you make that decision?
The big difference is 1 and 2. And also just the smoothness of the surface. The surface is super bumpy right now.
Right.
So, holding it wide open, which these guys are going to be able to hold it wide open, but it just makes that a little bit harder. And coming from, my stock car background, right. 3 and 4 is pretty much a straightaway right now. You're never lifting, and 1 and 2 is completely different, where it's wide and out. There's only one lane really on that bottom, and it's right next to the white line. Whereas with this surface, it's not as wide, but there's more banking in 1 and 2, so it's a little more similar to 3 and 4. So, nothing against, like I said, the new Texas. I think it has a chance to become something greater as the track wears out. And hopefully the groove moves from the bottom maybe a little bit higher up, and we can get some multi-groove racing going on.
Right.
But at the moment, it's kind of a one-groove racetrack. But with these Indy cars too, I imagine it's going to be right around the bottom, right there, shortest way around, staying wide open on that gas pedal. And I don't know. I think we could put on a heck of a show here tonight, though, because of those bumps also. So it's going to affect following and just the chance to maybe make a second groove work. As actually Sean Garrett, the 17, jumps to the top of the board now.
All right. Oh, as I'm looking behind a pole. Sorry about that. All right. Oh, there's the buildings. I was like, wait, where did the camera go? I was going to answer the follow up with what you're saying here, Zach, but then all of a sudden I had a pole in my face.
That's a seat you don't want to get right there. That's the worst seat in the house right behind the pole.
I'd be like, oh, no wonder this ticket was $5. What the world? Jeez. All right.
That's for sure.
How long is qualifying, sir? May I ask?
It's actually 10 minutes. We're 4 minutes in. Actually, I believe they just advanced it. Okay, we're advanced.
Okay.
So we are going to grid.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me a second. I know everything's a little out of whack, but, that's okay. We're freaking crazy up here anyway, so why don't we just freaking do it the right way?
That's right.
All right. Okay, give me a second. Let's hopefully my data and everything shows the way it's supposed to. We'll get Zach Attack, Zach a Die, Zach a something, and it's not the Indy 250. I do apologize for that. I told you my data was going to mess up somewhere along the line. But all right, well, you want to run through that starting grid here tonight, Zach, a Mac Attack, whatever Lee calls it.
I can't remember what he calls me now. You got me all flustered up. Starting on the pole. Yeah, Larry Mac, right?
Big
I
Mac.
wish I was Larry Mac.
Big Mac.
Oh, that's what it was. Big Mac. There you go.
I got it. All right.
Yep. But starting on the pole tonight, here's your grid. So Sean Garrett will start from that number 1 position in that 17 machine. Alongside him will be Eric Peterson starting in second. Third will go to Josh Garner, that Dark Horse Racing car, starting third. Fourth will be Gary Corley. Fifth is Charles Teed. Sixth, last week's winner, Joe Hutchings from Indy. Seventh is Josh Apollos. Eighth is Cody Bullock. Ninth is Bill Schwabauer. 10th will go to Todd Schneider. The 11th position will go to Simon Grills. 12th is Brandon Pasalacqua. 13th is Lanty Mills. 14th, Jeffrey Duncan. 15th tonight is Joe McAdory. 16th is Nicholas Winook. And I believe we'll have in the 17th position Benjamin Combs, and in the 18th position Max Davies.
All right, that is going to be your starting lineup here tonight with Gulf Coast Indy Car Series. And let's bring this down here as we get ready to rock and roll in Kool-Aid style, I think.
It's going to be old good Texas two-step tonight.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, well, hopefully everybody's enjoying the stream here tonight, and the quality and the image and the stream looks good on both platforms of Facebook and YouTube. As the past couple days here in the Freaky Fast office, we have a new monitor. We have another monitor hooked up for just the stream page showing. I mean, I've done a little of upgrading here, Zach.
Yeah, definitely have. Freaky Fast is always on the cutting edge, right, Robert?
What did Brian say last night after the stream? I built 2 computers and Robert's on his 5th.
Always a technology upgrade here at Freaky Fast. And actually, this is unfortunate, but Eric Peterson, who's reconnecting right now, I noticed this server. He second place qualifier there. He actually got disconnected through a throughput, as we like to say in iRacing, and that's unfortunate for him. So hopefully he can get back onto the pit road and start from pit road at least before these guys go back green. Or go green. They ain't going back green. We ain't green yet.
Well, pace car lights are out, so I don't think he's gonna make
Not
it.
very likely. Yeah, because he's not on pit road yet, but he is connecting still at the moment, but hopefully he can get himself in a better
He
position.
should be
That's
able to
unfortunate.
bounce back. I think the admins here at least give you something like that. They're like, hey, look, I understand. I will wave you around a couple times, get you back to where you closely need to be. So, but all right, Zach. Well, here we go. Green flag is out. Look at those beautiful Indy cars as we got Gary and Sean going down into turn 1 the first time here tonight for a 100-lap race.
Yes, we do. Gary Cooley is going to take advantage of Eric Pearson not be able to make the start. He's going to slide himself up into that second position now. And you're going to see him a little bit of dicing back and forth here at the Texas Motor Speedway. And single file pretty quickly here. So guys are getting smart and early here, not trying to risk too much as this is a 100-lap race. Got a lot to go on here as we ride. Looking at that 17 machine lead this race with Gary Corley and the Dark Horse Racing machine there in second. You see, really don't want to go with that bottom. That's something we've noticed all season, Robert. And look back here. Look at this Josh Apollos.
Oh, hang on. Okay, yeah,
Pretty
where
wide.
was that at? Because my
That
camera
was, I believe, for 8th position there.
Whoa.
Oh, and Josh Apollos is slowed up, actually. Lost a lot of momentum.
Oh, did his... Wow, it looks like... Okay. Does he have an engine problem, Zach?
Look, he got a little loose. I think he got the apron, Robert. That's another thing about this track in 3-4. It's easy to grab that apron. Especially in these Indy cars, how well they turn. You grab that apron, that thing's going to learn to rotate.
Yeah, they were talking about that in the Discord, about that, Zach. Stay away from the white line. Like, they were stressing it hard. But back to what you were saying, too. Yeah, we seen this at the Indy 250, which, Zach, you won. But
Yes, sir.
guys, and we've seen it, last Thursday, too, with these guys. It seems like it was weird. Like, Joe and a couple other guys were running a line, like when they'd come out of the turn, they'd get way down and they'd stay down, and you would think you want to dime in the corner, go in high, come down low, and then float out to the wall. Well, they were literally going in low, staying low, and then floating out. So it's a different kind of beast, I guess. Of course, it's not stock car oval racing, but it's different. I know that much from what I see.
Definitely. Yeah, you know, in a stock car, you normally want to let that car go out and try to not scrub that speed off. But here, you're defending that bottom line. The shortest way around is king here. So you see Josh Collins again on the apron there, and we're going to go up to the battle here now. Joe Hutchins moved himself into third. Look at Charles T battling with I believe that's Josh Garner. Yeah, and there's a caution, guys.
And we got Max, Davies, and Bill possible in this.
Yeah, and some guys on pit road there from that.
Back and see if we can find what happened here, Zach. What was that? I don't think he knew he was there.
Yeah, that was interesting looking. You also had Bill Swabauer getting to the inside wall on the back straightaway. You can see the little marks there down the back straightaway from our view right here. But Max Davies for a wild ride, and I believe that was contact from. Believe that was
well, this is Mac. That would be Bill.
Jeffrey Duncan.
Oh, is that who that was? Okay, I do apologize. It just shows my data. I'm hoping is updating right here. I think it is because it says that Bill was in something too.
Yeah, that was an interesting, little incident there.
All right. Well, hopefully the data's up there. I think it is. Does it look right?
It does, I believe so. Yes. Yep. Okay. I think we're good as the pace car catches up to the field here. Sean Garrett continues to lead with Gary Corley in that second position, Joe Hutchings third, Josh Garner fourth, and Charles T running out your top five here early in this race here at Texas Motor Speedway as these guys pace for the first incident of the race on the back straightaway.
I'm going to have to take a picture for you, Zach, of my setup here and send it to you because you think, we were talking about Lee being in a spaceship. Now I definitely, I don't need to turn a light on in my room.
I think you got mission control for like SpaceX or something in your house. You know?
I have to take a picture.
Looks like some NASA Houston. He's got literally Houston mission control in his room right now.
Yeah, honestly, I don't have to have a light on. It's bright enough in here. The wife even said that to me. She goes, "Man, well, there goes the electric bill." I'm like, well, I'm not done yet. I want a monitor over here yet. I want to put one up here. I said, I the problem is my video cards, all the plugs are filled. I can't add no more.
You want for each day of the week. Well, I mean, you could get like a little splitter or something.
I already have one.
Oh wow! Well, he's already splitting the connection. You see? Wow.
Well, no, I haven't yet. I have 3 splitters downstairs that I can split DVIs.
They're ready for
go. Now that's the thing though. It's only DVI though.
True.
I think they sell them as. Maybe the chat will let me know. Maybe you even know they sell them for
DisplayPort.
HDMI, don't they?
I believe, yeah, they definitely do for HDMI. I'm unsure on DisplayPort. That's a good question, but I guarantee they got some type of splitter for DisplayPort. You know, it's become the kind of the universal kind of. It's becoming, I guess you could say, the HDMI of what was before. So
right. Well, and all my monitors are 144 hertz, except for a couple of 60 hertz. So I would want to push what I could push, and then probably kill my video card.
Yeah, that's one thing, stepping into the 144 hertz realm is amazing. If I can recommend to anybody, if they've never seen something out of 144 hertz or just really anything higher than 60, if just even taking a step up to 120 or 75 is a huge difference. But 144 FPS, when you can actually see it, it'll blow your mind, and then you go back to 60, and then you're like, "Hold on, is something wrong?"
You're absolutely right. I this new monitor that I got, I bit the bullet and said, "Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll try it for the broadcast." And it's HDR 165 hertz, and what everybody's seeing right now, Zach, is exactly 165 hertz with HDR turned on. And I can tell you this much to anybody out there, I have 144 hertz monitors, and when I got this with HDR, my wife said to me, I sat here for about half an hour in iRacing going, oh my god, the colors, Oh my God, I didn't realize that was red, like red,
Yep.
red. You know, it wasn't faded out. Like it
You can
was.
decipher different colors a lot more with
Oh my.
HDR. You know, the high dynamic range is just it's amazing, especially when you have a picture with a lot of blacks in it.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
in dark colors, it
Yeah.
really the contrast really comes out, and especially like if you're watching a movie and like a dark
Yes.
scene, you'll be able to see. It's so crazy. It's so realistic looking, almost like what
Yes.
your eyes would see in that real scenario. So
Mm-hmm.
they're getting amazing with monitor technology and picture technology, and it's sooner or later it's going to be like looking through your eyeballs. You know,
Well,
almost even better probably.
watching this, I watched a YouTube video today on this thing, and I'm like, this thing looks better than my freaking 65-inch screen TV downstairs.
Right? Yeah,
Like it's a freaking
YouTube,
monitor.
Definitely, YouTube has some amazing like HD because I have a HDR flat screen TV out in my living room,
Right.
and that was the first thing when I got HDR. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go watch some HDR videos now, and
Yeah.
wow,
Wow.
like the colors of like the National Geographic, some stuff they have with that, wow,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I know it takes
Brings
time.
everything to life, that's for sure.
Takes time to get there, but you know, you save and you get there. But yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to dwell on it and brag about it, but going from 144 to that, it was amazing. And I do recommend don't turn HDR on Windows though. Don't do it.
Okay, wow, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Windows
Green.
doesn't run iRacing
Like it.
very well. I'll put it to you that way. I found that out the hard way. Unless I'm not setting it up right, which all you do is hit an on and off button. But yeah,
Right.
it makes iRacing the white so white that you literally can't see nothing. It's so bright.
That's for sure. It's amazing stuff. And look at us back here,
So,
green.
all right, yep, we're back to green after I'm done blabbing on. But our next yellow, we'll talk about some food, Zach.
That's for sure. I could use some good old funnel cake right now, but maybe we'll
I
get somebody to
can't
run
wait for
down
the
to
fairs.
I know, right? Oh, but look at Joe
Mhm.
Hutchings now moved himself up to that second position by getting by Gary Corley, but Gary Corley's gonna use that outside line here, going off of the 3. Maybe Charles T will follow. Look at that. The outside line might prevail. Actually,
It's
no, I don't think it's going to. He's almost clear. He almost cleared himself. Maybe off of 2 here. Ooh.
I know.
Yeah, I lost my breath.
I know. Last Thursday, you know, we had dirt in the race, and
Charles T.
what a
we saved
save! Wow, what a
Wow.
save! Clip that. Somebody clip it. Clip.
Oh, we have cars spinning on the pit road, Robert.
We got Josh Gardner going around off track, and
Cody Bullock.
we
Josh
are
Gardner.
still.
Oh, man.
We got Cody going the wrong way, and nope. Okay, now he's got to turn around and go the other way. But hey, you might as well make a pit stop now.
Right?
The yellow flag is out.
Oh,
Looks like we got another caution.
and they threw that caution for that.
Yeah, I believe they. I'm not saying this, but I'm not sure, but I think they don't have cautions on automatic cautions because both the cautions were thrown by admin.
By
So-
race control.
Yes, so
Okay.
we'll have to monitor that. But here comes the pace car going to fly up through and catch up with Sean Garrett. And there he goes. Whew, man.
Oh.
Tell you what, that pace car sometimes gains a good bit of horsepower.
Big time. Drive faster, because there's a lot of yellow. There's a lot of yellow laps in any race that.
Mile and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, go faster. But what I was gonna say before that caution came out there, Zach. Last week, Gulf Coast had their Indy 100 race, 250 miles, and Joe put it in victory lane, and he was very, very ecstatic and happy, and he drank his milk, and you know, so congratulations on him getting his first win in the league, and not only on top of that, Indy. You know, that is just,
Yeah.
you know, that feels good because it's hard to win in a league, and then when you can win against these great drivers that you have out on the track, and then just throw the Indy, you know, 250 on top of it, I'm telling you, it's like all in one, you know. And then we turned around and did their Indy 250 on Saturday with Lee and Wesley in the booth with me, and you came home the race winner in that. And that was ecstatic for you. First time ever running an Indy race. You learned a lot, and so I know you can give more detail now to the viewers out there that don't know too much about IndyCar or likes them, but not too much. But you were out on the track, Zach. So I guess what I'm getting at, and I'll stop blabbing, but what did you feel out there, in these cars and everything?
Well, these cars are really like it's such a mental battle. It's personally, I mean, I sat on the pole, but I told a few of the guys, I said anybody can run a fast lap in this thing. Like that's just being smooth, not scrubbing, being very precise on your inputs and, not giving up that speed through the steering wheel. And personally, you could put a rookie in these cars personally, and they could go fast if they just did it right a certain way. But when you get out in here with the other cars on the track, that's what blew my mind. Qualified on the pole in that race, and I immediately was like, okay, as soon as we got our first caution, I was like, I want to go to the back, and I just want to ride because I never experienced, I've run a few Indy 500s with the DW12, but I'd never drove the newer Indy car. I'd had very limited experience in the Indy car, so I wanted to go back there, feel out the field, kind of let it, slowly attrition build up to where I could be in a good position at the end of the race with, a fast repair and a clean car to put myself in position to win that race. And luckily it all played out for me. Usually sometimes it doesn't do like that. Your plan comes in a race and it gets completely destroyed 5 laps into it. But, learned a lot really in these things. The coolest thing I probably learned in it was the in-car adjustments. You playing with the roll bars and the weight jacker. It's really, really fun because, coming from my background of building setups and stuff for Road to Pro for my drivers at Category 5, it's just cool to have that chance to affect your car from inside of it with the adjustments. And it really changes it. I mean, even for qualifying, that was a huge thing, I think, playing into getting the pole, messing with those adjustments to find exactly how much front turn I needed to get that pole and not scrub the speed with the lesser amount of wheel. So
right.
There's so much you can do in these cars and play around with, but also it's just the mental game of at any moment you can get passed by any car, and you gotta pick and choose your battles.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't really, that race, the whole plan was to survive, and I think I pulled it off pretty well to get to the end and be in position to have a shot at it. And then from there, from the last 5 laps, it was pretty much never lift, and hopefully where I stick my nose doesn't close up, and hopefully I end up on all 4 wheels and then crossing the yard of bricks first. And luckily I did that by 13 thousandths of a second. And man, it was an intense race, especially just with the strategy and everything, pitting, and it's very, very fun. I got a newfound love for it, kind of like. I didn't think I'd be that good at it personally, and I was kind of surprised how well it suited my style. And it was kind of mind blowing. Trust me, when I crossed the yard of bricks first, I was like, wow, this isn't supposed to happen. Getting the pole is one thing. That was like, wow, I'm so happy I got the pole that, I just ran. I mean, especially by, I think, 200ths, which is a considerable margin in these cars, especially around Indy. And I was just so ecstatic to get the pole. From there, I was like, whatever I get next is a bonus. And, man, lots of practice, though. That's one thing I took into it. Like, if you want to do good in a race, you got to put the practice in. Right. And it's kind of reiterated that to me that I need to start practicing for my Cup Series stuff. Because as soon as I practice for any race, I do pretty good. So I definitely I gotta stop taking for granted like how well you're going to do, and put it in your own hands by practicing. So that's another thing I learned this past week with these cars. Practice makes everything.
Makes better.
That's right.
That's right. All right. Well, thanks for that insight there, Zach. Much appreciated. But we're getting ready to go back green here as the pace car is going to come out turn 3 and 4 here, and we're going to get ready to set these beasts to high speed here at Texas Motor Speedway. Green flag is out as Sean and Joe are leading it down into turn 1, Zach, side by side all the way down. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, they are side by side with the 17 and the 9. Also got the 16 of Simon Grills coming into factor there now into that third position as he's following Joe on that high line. See what happens here as they go off in the 3 and 4. Joe a little bit ahead entering the corner, but look at that inside line come back. As I said, shortest way around usually prevails in the Indy car. But I tell you what, the outside line doesn't look too terrible. It looks a little bit considerably better than past weeks.
As we ride along with Simon here on board, but again, there's that low line. You know, you're sticking way down there. I'd like to know. I'm gonna have a talk with somebody out here, Zach, because it's just amazing how that line. I'm learning stuff watching these guys, like running down there. Just doesn't seem. I don't know where I'm getting at it. I'm just amazed at it.
It's amazing the car can stick entering that low.
Yeah,
not opening the corner up, and you know that's downforce. Downforce. These cars are very light compared to what a stock car would be that normally races around this oval, and you can enter right down there below, especially in the clean air. You know, Sean out front with clean air. His nose is turning way better than what other guys would be in this back of this pack. And you're going to see big run from actual Joe Hutchins here down the back straightaway. Actually leads a little bit into 3, but Simon Grills and Brandon Passalacqua there in 3rd and 4th, they're running that higher groove as the two up front battle side by side. And man, oh man, like I said, I think the outside line's got a little bit more mustard tonight. It's just you're able to squeeze that little bit more out of it. Oh, and Simon Grills. Oh no, look at that. Gary Corley about hit him. And you know, that right there is really loose. I think they're loose. Is the only thing I can think. We got another caution.
Caution is out as Simon will go back on the replay here. Let's see if we can see. Oh, he went down. What? And he came out of turn 2, Zach, and went down into the wall like his wheel broke or something. And then I don't know who that was trying to avoid somebody. Gary. Okay, it was avoiding somebody and almost.
Well, that was actually the same case, just of loose. Both of them got loose, darted down to the bottom, and that's actually the second time I've seen that. With Bill Schwabauer having an incident earlier, right into the inside wall, just like Simon Grills. So a little bit of snap loose off of 2, and you've seen it. That's another thing. I did a little practice, just practicing with my Category 5 teammates to bring up the last race at Indy. And playing with those adjustments in car, loosening the car up more and more and more, trying to be able to follow better in traffic as you lose that front end with that front wing, being in turbulent air. It's pretty interesting that, I went too far one time, and when these cars snap, it's not, it just happens. It goes like crazy. It's literally like you have no control of catching it. It's almost you have to be perfect to catch that car, and it's almost impossible personally with how on edge.
So what adjustments did you do to make it do that? What were you playing with?
So you can mess with the front roll bar, the rear roll bar, and the weight jacker. Really, it didn't mess with the front roll bar.
I was going to say
front
I'm totally
roll bar.
Lost now. What's
so
each one do?
The front roll bar, the stiffer it is, actually the more understeer you're going to have, which is tighter.
Okay.
That means the car's going to be more tight. But also, I didn't really mess with the front roll bar as we were running a 6 with the Indy race on the front roll bar. Just didn't want to mess with it too much because the more you mess with that front roll bar, the more the car rolls, and I think that takes away from aerodynamic performance, in my opinion. You want a little bit more of a stiffer, more front end surface for that front wing to work.
Planted. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was messing mostly with the rear roll bar, which the stiffer you make the rear end, it's the opposite of the front. The stiffer the rear end is, the more loose you are, so you get more oversteer. So if you soften that rear end up, think about that rear end wiggles. That roll bar is, how your weight transfers from left to right. So the softer it is, the more the car can roll in those situations. But the stiffer the car is, you can have it's quicker, but it also snaps real quick. If something doesn't give, then it just goes. You know what I'm saying? So the stiffer that roll bar is, the more that car is going to want to turn. And that rear end is going to be just almost set in the track and not have any give. Then you have the weight jacker, which the weight jacker is a dynamic crossweight adjustment, which crossweight is, the weight from the left front to the right rear and the right front to the left rear. That's the how the car, how much weight you're putting on each tire is, and that affects the car's handling a lot, the balance wise. The more you move that weight jacker up, which you can go 20 clicks down or 20 clicks up on the
Wow.
weight jacker. So
That's a lot.
was messing with the weight jacker, of course, and if you go 20 clicks up, you're lowering your dynamic cross weight, which in turn takes less weight off the right front and puts more weight on the right rear.
Which will give you more grip coming out, but you can burn that tire off faster.
But you can burn the right rear off more. Which,
hey, I learned
so
something.
The more you turn that click up, the more turn you're going to have. You know, the less it's going to want to sit on that right front and burn that right front off. It's going to burn the right rear off. But the more you go down on that, it's the opposite. So,
but if you would go to the back, then of course you're making the front end lighter, which means the front tires ain't gripping as much as the back is. That could make you loose, can it? I mean, the front end will float then, right?
You can't... Yeah. So the way you do it is really you're focusing on across the tires. You know, not right side and right side weight. You're thinking across the way. So what you pretty much do by raising that weight jacker up is you're putting more weight on your left front and your right rear, and you're taking less weight off the right front and the left rear. Or right front and left rear. So from across the car, you're taking weight off, and the more weight you have on that right front tire, the more the car is going to be tight, because it's going to be wanting to sit on that front tire. Think about it, if you sit on the right front, the car's going to want to go right. If you sit on the left front more, the car's going to want to turn. So the whole big thing there is just dynamic cross weight, and tell you, that's one thing I wish we had in stock cars. If I could sit there and mess with my cross weight as the run goes, man, you could really fine tune how the car goes throughout the run. But mostly these are for adjustments in the traffic. You know, you get behind somebody in these cars, man, and it's like you have an elephant sitting on your nose. You know, or actually, it's like the elephant that was on the front tires is gone.
Right.
Pretty much, you know, all that weight that air is putting on that front wing isn't there anymore, and your car just doesn't have no front turn anymore. And it's really weird too, because it happens at subtle points. You know, there was times in that Indy race where I could follow real close and never have a problem, but it seemed like if you entered early, right on the back of somebody, you always had to lift because you were going straight. And I had a few moments in that race, especially at the end, where I thought I was going to go straight, but luckily I got off the gas a little bit of time. Actually, I touched the brake a few times to get it to reset. You know, not want to go straight, especially because you're entering the corners faster with the draft. When you draft up with somebody, you're going faster. So there's so much that plays a factor in these cars.
I say, holy mackerel! I thought stock cars was a lot. This here would get me all confused.
Yeah, it's awesome to play with, though. It was one thing I definitely learned, and pretty cool.
Awesome. Well, there we got our rundown. Hopefully it was right. Thank you very much, Zach, as I'm sure it was, because you're a encyclopedia when it comes to that stuff. But all right, well, we are back green, sir.
Yes, we are. Look at that. Sean Garrett out the cannon again. Got Joe Hutchings in line with Brandon Pasalacqua, who's actually got a look at Eric Peterson.
Oh.
He's there. He's back to fourth. Man, what a rebound from Eric Peterson. Awesome stuff to see. Look at Charles Teed even go around the top of Brandon Pasalacqua and get in fourth behind Eric Peterson there after his save. Man, that save that Charles had was amazing. And, wow, what rebounds for those two race cars, as Eric Peterson actually starting to close in a little bit on Joe Hutchings.
Yeah, Eric is, he's looking really fast out here tonight. He had that internet drop, like you said, and, you know, the yellow came out, he got waved around and pitted and got tires and fuel, and now he's setting sail on these guys up front, the two top guys right now here at Texas. Man, I'm looking at his lap times, and he is, well, he's as fast as the leader, but that's about it. But you can definitely see, if you look at Joe's lap times last time by, we'll see this time by, but you can always tell by the lap times when they're in the draft, because, okay, now we got Sean that put down 29.1, Joe put down, 24.1, Joe put a 24.2, and Eric put a 24.0, so just that little bit of draft is what I'm getting at, is that you can tell he's off the gas just a little bit, as holy mackerel, let there be sunlight.
True. Here comes the sun as Joe Hutchins. He's trying to get some sunlight for the front for that lead. He's trying to find the sunlight there. And Eric Pearson, though, doing a great job following behind him. And really just, like you said, you can see the times pick up. Look even behind them, Robert. Look at Lancey Mills. You can see there in the background, that pink car. He's making a pass on Brandon Pasalacqua. Ooh, they almost took Brandon Pasalacqua's wing off. But you'll see Lancey Mills there move himself up into that 4th position. So great run here so far.
We have a car loose, and I think that's Joe.
Sean.
Is that the leader?
That was the leader, Sean.
Oh,
apron.
my
The apron got him
goodness.
there.
Oh, yellow flag is out. Let's go back and watch this because that was crazy. Leading the race. And oh, yeah, he was way down there, Zach. Way down there.
You know, that's a dynamic crossway adjustment right there, as I like to call it.
Well,
so
yeah, getting way down there and hitting the apron, that just basically I call it de-wedge, but it made the whole car just loose. I mean, like you explained, you know, there's nothing you could do. Once you got down there, that car had no grip no matter where you were going. It was coming around. I do like that paint scheme though. That's cool.
Nice paint scheme, Sean. But look, he didn't hit anything, Robert. That's the big thing I noticed. He was pointing straight at the wall, and then he just ripped it back to the right, and luckily did not touch anything. And I'm gonna tell you what, not to touch anything with the IndyCar going that fast, and spinning around like that, you're counting your blessings right there.
Look who took over the lead. Wow.
Yeah, Eric Pearson. And you're going to see Joe Hutchings come down pit road with Lancey Mills and a few other guys, if I can get to them again. Lancey Mills, Nicholas Winook, Benjamin Combs, John Garrett, Gary Corley, and also Jeffrey Duncan. So a bunch of cars electing to pit. I know these other guys, most of them have pitted. Let me pull that up real quick so I can get a look at that. And yes, so yeah, pit lap for Eric Pearson and Baron Pasalacqua was on lap 7. You got Charles T pitted lap 16. Josh Garner was 17. Todd Schneider 16. Josh Apollo is 26. And then you'll have Joe Hutchins coming out in the 7th position there, as he was the guy to lead them out of pit road this latest time on lap 37 here at Texas Motor Speedway. So differing strategies being played out here, man.
Yes, yeah. Both guys, Brandon and Eric, like you said, lap 7. So they're looking at doing this maybe one stop.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well,
looking at it,
they're only running 50% fuel load, just so you know that.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that tallies up as. You know, what can they get? Maybe about 20 laps, between 20 to 30 laps on a tank of fuel. Do you think somewhere around there at 50%?
Yeah, I'd imagine around 30.
30.
But trying to think back.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did Indy. How was your fuel mileage?
Not very good. It was like 20-something laps, which is a 2.5-mile racetrack. So
right,
you got to count that in. Being a longer racetrack, and so yeah, that's interesting. Wish I did know exactly what number here. But we'll have to see how it plays out. I mean, with all these different strategies here, I think it's going to be very interesting.
All right. Well, anybody out there in chat, I'm sure we got league drivers out there watching. Let us know on YouTube or Facebook what are you looking at fuel mileage, unless you don't want no one to know. And you know, drivers and your spotter and pit crew guys are like, shh, don't
tell them.
Yeah, don't. We got plans out here. We got plans. Don't tell anybody.
Don't pull my rabbit out the hat yet.
That's right. But yeah, if you're on Facebook, also don't forget to hit that bell button here on this live feed here with Gulf Coast. We do much appreciate it, and you can like the stream and share it to your friends and family out there, and show them what you're interested in and when it comes to iRacing and what iRacing offers everybody, from road to dirt to God. Soon we're gonna have spaceship.
So we have drag racing.
They got everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We'll have boat racing next. Watch.
You what? Oh, that would be so fun.
That would be pretty awesome. Actually,
I would love. I would
still a
love.
steering wheel, right? So.
Could you imagine the graphics and this what you would need to run with water splashing in your face? That would be so freaking cool. But yeah,
maybe they'll do that after they figure out the weather with rain and stuff. They'll be like, well, we're driving on water with tires now. We might as well just build boats.
I think that's going to be the next thing coming in iRacing, to be honest with you, Zach. I think in the background they're working on probably rain for road course racing.
That would be so awesome.
Red flags that you'll be able to set up in the server. If it rains, you get a 10-minute red flag. It's up to the league owner how long you want to sit. And, you might have people get a red flag if it rains and you have it, say, set for 25 minutes. Well, heck, man, that gives people time to get up to get something to drink, use the restroom. You know what I mean? Because we're sim racers.
Changes the racetrack, too. Wash the rubber off the track.
That too. Yeah.
There's multiple different things with aspects of weather for sure. And I would personally, if they bring weather, you're probably going to see some Cup Series races in the wet on the road courses.
That'd be so
because that would be amazing.
Windshield wipers going.
I can't wait. I'm gonna get me a nice little thing of Rain-X, put it on my windshield. Oh man. Now, that's a crazy feature. I mean, I play a lot of F1 2020, and that's one of my favorite things about that game is the weather aspect of things.
Yeah.
Which is not perfect, but at the same time, it's so awesome just to be able to drive in the wet.
Oh yeah, honestly, I see by the end of maybe mid next year, I wouldn't be surprised if iRacing pulls out a beta something out there.
I can see it.
Just the same as the tires. They finally got it to where you can change left sides, right sides, one side, the other side. You know what I mean? With that, they got tire limit now. That's something that's awesome. But
green flag,
all right,
green flag.
well, we are back green here, and we'll get a food talk in here eventually because I'm starting to get hungry. But all right, well, Eric, here we go, Zach. Let's see if he can hold off this field. Brandon, Charles, Josh Gardner. All right, Josh Gardner's up the 4th position.
After that spin on the
oh
no!
There's a huge wreck. Oh, oh, man. Hang on.
Oh, Lancey Mills is, he's still flipping.
He needs an ambulance.
That's going to be Bill Schwabauer, Simon Grills, Lancey Mills, point leader Joe McAdory, Nicholas Winook.
Oh, it looks like he's coming down, and yeah, he came down, just clipped the 33 of Nicholas, and woo, spaceship time. Oh, look at this ride. Oh, who was that?
Wow.
Who did they fly over?
I don't even know.
we need to go back and watch that. I don't know who that was. Let me find
more contact.
That would be. I think that was Cody.
Cody.
I think so.
Cody's seen a UFO come over top of him.
Yeah, I wanna see if we can go back for the viewers. And see if I can see if we can find this. Yeah, here we go. Watch. Oh no, that wasn't Cody. Where's Cody? Yeah, here it is.
Let him see this. Yeah,
here it is. Watch this. What? No, that wasn't who he flew. Who flew over that? Somebody flew over a car. I mean, didn't fly over, but went under. It was right there.
I believe that was...
Yes, the 42. I found them.
Oh, was that...
Yeah.
Josh Apollo's, yeah.
Yeah. Watch.
Whoa.
Yeah, watch this. Let's see here. Okay, watch this. This is crazy. Oh my God. Oh. Wow. Somebody clipped that too.
That was amazing.
That could be an iRacing top 10. Wow. Well, I know they did a lot of practicing here, Zach, but right now this track is just eating them up and spitting them out.
That's for sure. And we just seen some major flying there between them guys. That was crazy.
As we are under yellow here. Not sure exactly which one it is, but if you don't mind, Zach, I don't know, you got Discord up there. You want to give a shout out to our proud sponsors here tonight of Butt Kicker and Eye Pitting?
Yeah, definitely. Here real quick, and yeah, so Butt Kicker, always a great sponsor here for Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Remember, what they always strive to do is every game deserves a truly immersive experience. The Butt Kicker Gamer 2 lets you feel every detail, from the subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10 powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. By moving a physical mass instead of only air like a traditional speaker would, the Gamer 2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it's all perfectly synced with every game, no additional software required. And I know we have a lot of people who have, bought Butt Kickers from, watching the broadcast here and stuff. So thank you for the support, to our sponsors as always here at Freaky Fast. And if you ain't seen Butt Kickers, definitely go check them out, because, man, what an amazing sim racing product that is. That'll bring your sim to life, as I would like to say.
Huh.
And we also got to give a good shout to iPitting, which iPitting board is a web tool designed for iRacing teams. It helps you create an iRacing series board for all your teammates. It provides all your teammates a clear vision of every data they need to see: schedules, results, championship points, standings. It's all great help for your team, and a community manager which can use your tool to know and share to your social medias your team achievements. So definitely check out iPitting. They're a great supporter here at Freaky Fast. And man, oh man, we can't. We got some great sponsors. I couldn't get the words in my mouth. Sometimes I'm tongue tied. But man, oh man, we got some great sponsors here, Robert, and we're proud to bring them to you here every night.
All right, that is correct. And also, just want to let everybody know, if you're over on the Facebook side of things and watching us, if you go to our Freaky Fast Broadcasting's Facebook page, you can see a link, and we do got merch now. So if you want to go check out some Freaky Fast merch, if you got a wifey or a girlfriend or, a fiance, or your daughter, you can go get them, socks, purse, phone cases, things like that. If and for the gentlemen, Zach, we got hats, we got t-shirts, which sitting here right now, I'm wearing my Freaky Fast t-shirt. And
Nice.
yeah, oh man, it's very comfortable too. Not just saying that, it actually is. And I know some other guys that did order some merch from us that just received it, and they said from Sim Racing Unleashed, they love it. So yeah, go over and check us out over there on that link, and find something you like, give us an order, and it does help the broadcast gain a little bit of extra cash to bring you better content every week and every night, basically. But all right, Zach. Well, enough of that spiel. As I think the sun went away. Like, it literally is gray. Like, it's dark out there. Turn the lights on.
The sun has gone away. So yeah, and man, we've seen some pretty intense wrecks here so far. So hopefully these guys haven't used their fast fix, and they can navigate this here. But look at this, Brandon Pasolak was sitting there second behind Eric Peterson. Got to commend Eric Peterson. Man, oh man, qualifying second. He was probably really disappointed to have a connection issue and get disconnected here. And he was probably thinking his race was maybe even over. And look, this is why I tell you, never give up, Robert.
Looks like we're having single file.
Single file. Yep.
Yeah, single file restart, as there is a gap there from Todd and Charles. They didn't, but looks like it's okay, as we are already going 2x2. Benjamin and Todd, they're going to take it down into turn one. Getting ready to come out of turn two to head down the backstretch and side by side, but he does clear them. And it looks like they're going to try to get single file, or maybe not. Like Josh Gardner's trying to work his way up through the field here, slowly but surely.
Yeah, he is. Josh Gardner trying to get himself back up there after qualifying in that third position. But man, oh man, Gary Corley starting to put pressure here on Benjamin Combs, as you see. That's actually Cody Bullock. Sorry, that was my mistake. And then, yeah, so there, Combs actually does clear. And he's going to try to pull things back to Charles Dieter in that bright yellow 27.
biggest mover of the race right now is gonna be Pasalacqua. Gotta say it slow. I can't say it fast like you guys, but Pasalacqua takes over the lead.
To the lead. What a story it would be if he could pull off one here tonight. He's been in the top 3 multiple times this season. Just come a little bit short a few times, but man, oh man, I tell you what, can never count Brandon out. He's always there at the end of the races, and look at him go around that outside as Eric Pearson. That's going to have a little bit of a look there from Charles T from behind Cody Bullock again on the inside of that number 77 of Benjamin Combs. Going off the 2. There goes Charles T to the inside of Eric Pearson for a second, and he'll make that pass.
Tires. I wonder if tires are playing a factor because these guys pitted on lap 16. Brandon and Eric, it was on lap 7 there, Zach. So I think tires are starting to play a factor. Or with these, whoa, hang on.
Yeah, there goes Bullock to second. Eric Pearson going to go back to third. Now Charles T look like he might lose all the way back to 5th as he does clear Benjamin Combs. Hold on to that 4th position.
I wonder too though, because Brandon's pitted on lap 7. He's pulling out to a half a second lead over Cody. But with this cloud cover, Zach, I wonder if it changed the dynamics of the way the cars are handling right now.
Yeah.
Which everybody in iRacing, yes, it does happen. It really does.
Definitely. That track will definitely change balance wise a lot. And
so
you see there the battle for second now. But man, oh man, Pasalacqua putting down some fast times. And interesting to see, Robert, look at the line he's running in 1 and 2. He's running up almost in the 3rd groove. So big things that Cody Bullock got onto the apron. Look, he lost it.
Oh, that's gonna
back
be
in front of the
yellow.
field.
Yellow flag.
That's the yellow.
Oh, and he gets it off the track in time, Zach. Same old, loose coming out.
Yep. And I think that might have been a little bit of apron too, Robert. That might have been a little bit of a. Oh, it was loose in the middle of the corner.
Oh,
actually.
yeah, look at that.
That shot him onto the apron.
Yeah,
wow.
he already lost it even before he's exiting the corner right in front of Eric. Oh, hang on.
Good job on Eric.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, because
And he didn't hit nothing.
Well, I was more worried about Eric going down and hitting
Yeah.
the apron and losing it because we know the apron's just eating them up here.
That's for sure.
As we go
And
back a lot.
a little bit of rear wing damage to Cody Bullock, but good job on him saving it there. Almost.
I would imagine that Eric and Brandon, they should be pitting this time by, and they're going to bring the rest of the field up. Well, we do got somebody staying out. We look like Garrett's
Sean's
going to stay out in the 17. He did pit on that 44. Apollo's Josh, he 44. Josh Gardner on lap 43. Joe, our points leader, on lap 45. So everybody's cycling around that did pit the last yellow as we're on lap 56 of 100.
That's for sure. And yeah, it's starting to play out pretty interesting here with strategy.
Chat's been quiet tonight. Anybody out there watching want to talk? I mean,
say hello.
Say hi. Give us a care. Show me a
don't
care.
bite.
I wish Lee would do the NASCAR Outlaw League with me on Tuesday nights. They actually painted a Care Bear car for him. A truck. Yeah, it's on the broadcast. It's a Care Bear truck. I was like, wow, we got a funnel cake car out there, and now we got a Care Bear car out there with the NASCAR Out League on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. They did it for Lee, and now we don't have nobody. Oh, hey. Oh. Zach says we don't bite. That's right. Okay. Good deal.
We don't bite. We're not vampires here.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it actually looks like top 3 stayed out here, Robert. So you're gonna have that 17 of Sean Garrett, at 12 of Josh Gardner, 42 of Josh Paulos, and
Well, that's an interesting
maybe Cody
call by
Cody Bullock doesn't, and Cody Bullock stayed out. He's in 4th. He doesn't have a rear wing or a rear engine cover.
Well, maybe he's coming in this time by, but I'm looking at Josh in the 42. he came, he pitted on lap 44 or 43, and now he's come in, and so has Joe Mack. He comes in that 4, and don't count him out. Wait till the end of the race. You know how he is, Zach. He'll be there.
He'll be there. Don't worry. If you don't get caught up in something, he'll be there.
Yeah, he'll be there. He'll be side by side battling for the lead probably with 15 laps to go.
That's been his calling card this season, that's for sure. Macaroni knows when to show up at the right time.
Oh, there we go, Bobby. Hey, thank you. Welcome, Bobby. He's a milestone follower. Nice. We got a milestone. Oh, Brandon Colley's finally tuning in. Our PR. All right, now I feel so much happier. Everybody's coming in and chatting with us, Zach. We feel only
he said, I said something
lonely.
about macaroni, and I brought the fans in. I'm a big fan of macaroni too, man.
Homemade though, not store
Oh,
bought.
definitely. Oh, yes. There's nothing better than homemade macaroni.
My wife won't do box
crock pot macaroni is the best.
Baked macaroni.
Well, yes, yeah, definitely. Big fan of that too, Robert.
Man, I could go for some.
Mama makes the best.
You know what? I gotta write it down. We're having baked mac. That's it. We're gonna ask the wife for it. What? Brandon, our PR guy, is not doing his job, Zach. He's out there playing PGA 21 and lost track
He's playing
of time.
golf right now?
What?
What kind of stuff is that?
Play golf and put us on your phone. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, gosh. Come
You got
on,
the
Brandon.
technology. Wait, he bought a new laptop for broadcasting. So, Brandon, you can't give me nothing that you don't have a computer and a laptop that you can do both of them at the same time, because he bought, instead of moving his computer like he did sitting outside, Zach, he decided to go out. He said, screw this, I'm going to buy a laptop. So he went and bought a gaming laptop, like a very expensive gaming laptop for broadcasting. I'm like, huh.
How about this guy? Someday I gotta get in the booth with good old Brandon. He's a smart dude. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah, we catch him every Monday night at Freaky Fast with eNASCAR Alley. But all right, well, we're going back live here as we're done spieling ourselves again under yellow here, and we're going to get ready to go back live on lap 59.
Yep. We'll be completing 59 here, starting lap 60. So
It's getting
41 to go.
Yeah.
It's just about to start popping off here.
Crunch time, baby, crunch time.
And Brandon's catching all the smoke. Just pops in and we're immediately on him like that. That's how it works here, Brandon. We're on our stuff in Freaking Fast Broadcast. We don't give nobody a hard time unless we love you. So, pace car's off.
We love you, man. We love you. But all right, pace car's
Green
off,
flag,
Zach.
green
Green
flag.
flag is out. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting.
Yeah, look at Sean Garrett again. Remember, started on the pole. He's been great all night on the restarts. Look at Pasalacqua up to second. Man, oh man. I gotta say, Brandon's been on it tonight. Let's see what he can do here. Let's see if he can reel in that 17 as the battle heats up behind him with Josh Garner, Benjamin Combs, and Eric Peterson.
Wow, Sean is he's
He stepped
gone.
his game up tonight.
I was gonna say he's gone. That start, he got a really good start over the field. But here comes Eric there in that 36. I don't remember calling his name in any race, so I'm assuming he's a rookie here at the league.
I believe Eric's been around for the start of the season. Yeah, I
do
clearly
apologize.
remember his name.
Okay.
I definitely he's been a guy right. He hasn't had the greatest runs, but man, oh man, tonight that's all changing. As Benjamin Combs starting to put pressure on Brandon Pasalacqua. And look, the different lines are starting to come to effect here in 1 and 2. And what I'm seeing is maybe it's a little less loose up there top where the bumps are less. So
That's what it's
I think these
looking
guys
like.
are trying to navigate not in those bumps.
Yeah, especially on your force feedback in your wheel. If you hit them bumps, you do feel it. And
Yes.
you feel it get loose, and whoa, as Benjamin goes way up the track. But what I was saying is that you feel it in the wheel, and if your wheel gets loose, sometimes it It's like real life, you know. Go down the road and hit a bump and lose force feedback in. Well, your car don't have force feedback, but just get, you know, that
Just lose all feeling.
Well, I call it the weakness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's no
Wheel
more.
weight, I
There's
guess
no
you
more
call it,
power
too.
steering there, and your car's gonna go wherever it wants to go until it decides to go and grab, and that's what happens with these guys.
Oh no, Charles D.
I just caught that. Oh, we got. Oh, hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Charles T just got demolished.
Yeah, I think that was actually him and Gary Corley. Gary Corley off of 2 there got a little loose. Or maybe not, actually, just checked up a little bit, I think.
Is that what happened? Okay, well, we'll watch here on Freaky Fast's instant replay. Might have went back a little too far, but we'll see. Oh, no.
Nope, you're good.
Oh, Charles T. Yo, hang
just
on.
a little touch to the rear end there with that front wing.
He got such a run on him, Zach, and I think Gary was slowing up a little bit, you know, so he wouldn't push coming out, and caught Charles T off guard, and he said, "Kissy kiss, hello, I'm gonna hit you."
Yeah, and hopefully them guys got a fast repair left, because man, oh man, if not, that's heavy damage on the 27 and 7.
That would be the end of the race.
Oh,
for them.
looks like Charles T does have his, and I believe Gary
Yeah.
does on his too. So
let's see what's
both
going
them
on
will
with
have to reset, but I think Charles might lose a lap, unfortunately.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because pace car right there is ahead of him.
He did not get out of pit road in time. So, yeah, he's going to have to fall back to the field. You can see him coasting down there on the apron. So, pace car came around, and he did not make it out in time. So, that's going to put him a lap down.
Fortunate there for him, but don't put it past him to come back from that. So,
what a show. What a show. This track's tough.
Yeah, it definitely is. And yeah, Kyle, yeah, Legacy, Texas here tonight.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see what he said there.
Yep, I'm getting better at monitoring the chat, Robert. I'm trying.
Well, that's what we need to do. We need to engage with the chat. Keep the chat happy.
That's right.
Keep the leads happy.
Got to engage with your fans and your viewers out there. They're the ones that make all this happen for us.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, we got some interesting stuff going to play out now, you know. Definitely with the pit strategy, you know, with the fuel, how close can you be to making it to the end if you pit it now? I don't know. That's a big question here.
Yeah, I don't know. 50% fuel load.
It's definitely a coinky. We don't know what. We're a little bit on the unknowledgeable side here with the fuel mileage, as I don't have the data for it. That's the good thing about when you got some Cup Series action. I got data from every track. I can go back and look for it and find. But unfortunately, I'm a noob when it comes to these cars.
Yeah, listen to you, Indy 250 winner. I'm a noob.
Hey man, I got lucky. Okay, let's be real.
But they all
sometimes it just takes good old fashioned luck, and the seas parted, and I just never lifted and got lucky, and man, luckily my nose grew by 13/1000ths of an inch and got the win.
And the money.
Yeah, that too. Never. Actually, I think that's the only race I've probably ever won for money in all of my time in sim racing.
Really? I know I haven't, but
I don't think I've ever won a money race. I can't think of one. So, hey, the winning is enough for me. I'm the type of driver that you should I don't know. If you finish second, it's nice, but when you get the win, it's even better. It's just that feeling of satisfaction, even if you get it a certain way. Winning at Daytona, I wish sometimes you could hear right as soon as I win what my reaction is, because I'm probably one of the biggest reaction people when it comes to that. I scream and yell and slam my feet and beat on the wheel and like, good God, this is a $600 wheel. You need to quit. You know,
I
be
was gonna
nice to
say,
it.
no wonder your wheels stop working. Stop hitting the wheel. Come on, man. There's other stuff around.
I'm about to get like things to beat up after I win. You know, I gotta beat stuff up after
Get
I
a
win. I don't know
stress
why.
ball.
Yeah, get a stress ball. Yeah, just squeeze that real good a couple times. It's all out of joy though. It's like, you know, the emotion just flows out of you. So gotta let it go. You know, you can't bottle it up because you never know when you get another shot at
That's
one.
just what Brandon just said, that you have 100% winning rate in IndyCar. That's why he retired.
Exactly. Yeah. No. That I literally, as soon as I won, I was like, "Well, I definitely don't need to do another one of these races. I think
I'm done.
I think I'm good."
Until they offer me 500, then maybe.
I might have to come out of retirement for that one, right?
Right? Oh man, racing for $500. Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
I'd have a heart
be,
attack.
I wouldn't want to be on the track. That would
Yeah.
just be nonsense. People
Definitely
would do
would
stuff
be.
they shouldn't be doing.
That's for sure. You know, when you get a little bit of stuff involved like that, it's just. Oof.
Oh boy! All right, well, we're getting ready to go back green here. Zach, you want to lead them down into turn one, sir?
Yes, sir, I do. We'll see how these boys take off here. We're going to be completing lap 69, so we got 31 to go. Look at Sean Garrett there. Pace car's off.
Green flag.
Let's
green
see.
flag.
There's the green flag is out as my keyboard lights up green. The first time I've noticed that in a while. And there he goes down to turn one with Brandon Passalacqua. Oh, look, it takes second from Benjamin Combs. What kind of run does he have? Sean Garrett not as great a jump this time. Look, here comes the run down the back straightaway. What can Brandon Passalacqua do? Is this his time to strike? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Sean did not get a good jump like you said that time. Brandon Passalacqua, he timed that perfectly there. And, you know, going back to what you're saying there, Zach, with your keyboard, mine does the same thing.
Right?
So.
I never noticed it sometimes until, like, I looked down for a second and I was like, oh, that's the green. Oh! You see what I see?
That?
Somebody just murdered the wall. I think there he's right there on the inside. That thing was Johnson Paulos, if I'm correct.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's off track, and it looks like the race officials are not going to call a yellow on this one. They're going to let him come down. He's off track, heading down the pit road, and looks like he's speeding. Whoa. And that would be a black flag.
Very possible there, but it might be race over too for him with that type of damage.
Yeah, I don't think he has a fast repair, to be honest with you. We'll have to see here as he's.
Oh, nope, it pops back.
Oh. Okay.
He's got a fast repair, so.
All right.
Still got a shot.
What do we know?
Get back out there quick. Yeah, right? What do we know, Robert? Let's look at second place battle heating up now. Benjamin Combs. He's going to go to the inside of Brandon Passalacqua. But Brandon Passalacqua's had that outside line actually working pretty darn well, man. I got to say. He's Brandon Gray race right there. Right on that right side's on the seam.
Oh.
You can see Eric Peterson right on board. That's that arrow tight. You seen it. He got really lost the nose there off the corner.
I'm watching this. Watch this when they come through the trial. Watch how wicked they have to turn. Watch. Good. Okay, he didn't do it that time. Okay, that time was pretty smooth. But you notice that the first when you go through the trial to go to the start-finish line, pretty smooth. But if you notice this, as we have the leader almost wrecked. But watch when they come through cross start-finish line. Well, again, that Zach. When they're coming and get that second turn that you after the start finish line, it seems very wicked. Watch this. Okay, he's doing it easy now because he knows he's on the stream. He's like, oh, I got to do this right. Oh no!
The checkup from the 11 and then the 36 runs to the back of him.
Man, we've seen
it live.
That would be
Josh Garner. Oh no.
Nowhere to go. Let's go back and watch this again here. But These cars look wicked going through the tri-oval. I mean, they don't
Yeah.
look very settled. It's like a snappy turn. It's like weird. He did it a couple times, but when we went in car, then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it smooth." But
That
watch
really all
this.
started, as you can see, Cody Bullock. He already got loose. Where to go? Wow. Gary, or I believe that's Todd Schneider, went under him too. And yeah, man, it's just looks like the car from line there off 1 and 2, and Bullock was just trying to save it, catch it as he went up the racetrack in the 36. It's so hard to check up in these things, man. Like you're going so fast. If you're running wide open, you almost got to slam on the brakes sometimes for guys getting loose or having to lift. So definitely unfortunate there for a few guys. As Brandon says, yeah, F's in the chat. You never heard of that, Robert?
No.
So in a game, I'll explain it if nobody knows what pay S for respect. There was a video game. I can't actually remember what it was. I think it was like some Medal of Honor game or something like that. And it was like a cut scene where someone had died, and you had to press F to pay respects. And everybody, it became a meme from there. So everybody just says, if you ever see F in the chat, it's people are paying the respect for the person who passed away. So wreck. Yeah, you got to put F's in the chat for when someone wrecks, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's a kid thing, I guess. It's a younger generation meme.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, COD Advanced Warfare. Look, Brandon Colley. Look, yep, there you go. See, I knew it was some like FPS or something like that, but I wasn't sure if it was Call of Duty. But yeah, at the end of the campaign, you had to pay F for respect. Press F for respect. So it became like a thing after that.
But F is not for respect. Respect is
that's why it became like a meme, because people are like, why is it F?
Yeah, why is it F for go?
We don't know. We need to ask the Advanced Warfare developers, I guess. I figured we press R for respect, but
yeah. Okay.
I mean, I guess F is usually your interact button in a lot of like games. Usually the F key is like what you pick stuff up with or you interact with. So I guess that's where they were going with it. But yeah, it's from there it became a internet meme.
All right, next subject, because that's stupid.
It's stupid. I don't like that.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm old.
Thing.
I'm old. To me, it's like, what? Press F for what? Fair? Valley?
It was fair.
Is it go beep yourself? I mean,
that's probably what. I think that's why it's the meme, because it's like, why would you press F for respect? That sounds like the opposite. So yeah, that's always some good meme history here on the Freaky Fast broadcast. If I
can now we're doing memes. Oh God.
Well, actually, Bud Light's looking to pay people to make viral memes for their company. So, never know. That might be my job one day. Hopefully, I get that job.
There you go.
I'd be a pretty good memer.
Then you get to go meet Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'll be like, hey, Kevin, can I put a meme on your car? He'll be like, nope.
Give them time. NASCAR will let them put memes on their cars.
Well, I mean, they kind of did that one time. The Millennial car or whatever he did.
That's true.
That's true. That one had a bunch of memes on it.
That's very true. Very true. Man, looking at the stats here right now, Zach, we only have 9 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, Texas has been brutal.
Yeah, this has been a brutal race for these guys.
Yeah, it's not been the easiest car to handle, I think, for a lot of them. It's really been very on the knife edge, it looks like, from my seat. That's something very scary. If this car is ever on the knife edge like that, it's almost impossible to catch. So you're going to see incidences like that with the car a little bit on that knife edge. So definitely interesting race playing out here for us. But I tell you what, it ain't over yet, and we're about to get really freaky crazy, as we like to put it here.
Yeah.
And freaky nuts, as Robert would say. got to get. Hey, I'm gonna make. I know what it is. We're gonna bring out a Freaky Nuts T-shirt, okay? And I'm gonna make the design for it.
Well, you
I'm
got
gonna make
the
a little-
logos. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it. I'll send it. Look, we'll have something cool coming in here in the future because I want to get me a Freaky Nuts T-shirt just because I love Freaky Nuts so much.
No, you do not, liar.
I think it'd be funny if it was a T-shirt. I would wear it every time I broadcast.
That'd be so cool. Come up with a design, man. Shoot
I
me in.
will. I got something. I got an idea already in my head. I just gotta get to work.
Oh boy, just make sure it's no
No,
copyright.
it's gonna be it's PG.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
Do
talking
not-
about walnuts, okay? Like, not the other time. Good lord. Back to the racing. Lee Timbo he'd be drilling us for that. But hi Lee, if you're out there.
What the- I'm posted there. Okay, come. What's he talking about there? Jesus God.
Don't forget, but
Embrace
oh
the
yeah,
internet.
McDowell's Dogecoin.
Right.
Dogecoin car, yeah.
Oh boy.
Embrace the internet
Flag,
culture,
green
Robert.
flag.
Gotta give a shout out here to Jeffrey though.
Yeah,
He's moving himself
hanging in
up.
there in that
Yeah.
sixth position, man.
As it looks
Let's
like he's
take it
backing
off
out
the
and doesn't want to deal with it right now, and he's trying
Smart
to get him.
move.
Yeah.
I think his game is survival.
Whoa,
Whoa!
that wasn't survival though. He almost got ran over.
That was almost survival into the outside wall, but up front, again, Sean Garrett was some of the best restarts I've seen in IndyCar in a long time. He's just jumping out there. And then you got Paz Lackwell trying to hold off Joe Hutchings there. Hutchings is not picture in that 9 machine. And I wonder if he was going to survive and get to the end of this thing there. Is Eric Pearson there running F4 from Lanty Mills behind him. And look who's behind that, Robert. Himself,
Joe Mac.
Mr. Macaroni.
Why does everybody call him macaroni?
I guess because Macadori, so macaroni. you
Whoa!
know? Oh, Charles T just ate the macaroni.
Caution, yellow flag.
He
Oh
did.
no!
Oh, hang on, sir. Oh man.
Yeah, and the cost is definitely gonna come out for that. Yeah, there it is, and oh, he just took a too big of a bite out the macaroni there.
Big time. He said, I want the mac and the
Oh.
cheese, and then he got ran over by the
Oh, what was-
86.
I don't even think there was contact.
I don't think so either. I think he
Was
got
he loose?
No, what I think happened was he got such a run on Joe that he checked up just a little bit, and then Todd
Oh,
came up and got him.
Yep. There was a little bit of contact, like you said, the check up, and then really nowhere for Todd to go. He tried to turn down lower, and yeah, that's just so hard to react at that pace, and that's what happens.
Man,
I think that's night over for Charles because I believe he's
Yeah.
already used his fast repair, and he's going to slowly creep his way back here to the pits. Says Joe Hutchings decides to pit here with 16 to go.
That's an interesting call. Well, we'll see here. Here comes Joe. And, yep. Unfortunately, Charles T. night is over. Yep.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate there, and that'll hurt him here in the points tonight a little bit. But
Looks like same for Todd, too. Todd's sitting down there. He doesn't have a fast repair. So, yeah, now this shakes up the points, doesn't it, Zach?
yeah, it definitely does. Interesting way that this race is played out, man. It's been a really attrition race. It's really come down to who can survive, and I don't think that's over with yet. I think we've seen Sean Garrett be out front for most of this race and have great restarts and look really quick, but he's had some big moments where he might need a new fire chute after this race. It's really this. I mean, if you look at it, really, I mean, Eric Pearson started second, Sean Garrett first, and and Joe Hutchings in 6th, and Gary Corley in 4th, or start 4th and 10th. There's only 4 guys who started up in the top 10, in the top 10. So, yeah, and we're top 10s on the lead lap. So, really, a lot of these guys, I mean, Grant Paslaka 12th, Lancey Mills 13th, Joe McAdory 15th, Simon Grills 11th, Jeffrey Duncan 14th. All of these guys outside the top 10 starting the race. Now, all of them in the top 7. So, qualifying, you know, it can be helpful. But we're seeing right here what happens if you can survive a race. And it's a lot of, you know, some races come down to that. And I tell you what, it's about to get wild right here. I have no clue how this is going to play out, and I'm excited to see how it does.
I definitely know one, you know, Joe talked about it last week, how his qualifying, I think it might have been the Indy race or where last week, but he did talk about that, you know, qualifying, he doesn't have qualifying down, but like you said, Zach, I don't think qualifying really matters in these cars, to be honest with you. From all the races that I've seen and we broadcast here with Indy cars, with these, you know, just Indy cars in general, qualifying up front, yeah, is nice, but I think I would, if I was out there racing, I'd want to be in the back. I would just want to ride.
Yeah, you know, some of the tracks I think it really does matter because it's first of all, if you got a lot of grip, the car is stable, and it's easy to hold on to the bottom, it's going to be tough to pass that guy in the lead, at least. You know, passing through the pack is a little bit easier because you can get drafted the car ahead of you and set yourself up for that continuation of the run. But once you go to pass for the lead, you don't have another car ahead of you. You know, like once you pull out, you're in the same area that the leader is, and that's where you see that bottom line come to life, being that shorter way around. And I think that's where qualifying earlier in the season in certain tracks played a pretty decent factor in holding that track position, holding that lead, and keeping that bottom lane where you can defend. But tonight, I think tonight's just come down to really putting yourself in a good situation and staying out of trouble. So it's not over yet. We'll see how it plays out. And man, I mean we can see someone a lap down with this race. You can see Todd Steiner come back.
Yeah.
And the way you know, well, actually no, Todd Steiner's took it behind the wall. So.
That's right. That's right.
Benjamin Combs, though, 2 laps down, we can see him come back. You never know. Josh Garner and the same with 12. Like, you have a couple more cautions. You never know.
I missed what Brandon posted when we were talking about the $500 race. He said he would turn everybody. Well, at least he's honest.
I think most people would. They'd be like, you know, this is life changing right here. This could
That's to pay my rent.
This could be a very nice month right here. You know,
right.
A little addition to that.
A lot of people's rents do. I'd be like, $500. That goes towards my rent. That pays my rent for the month. I might only need to make up $50 to $100 to pay my rent, but crap.
Hey, if you can win it off racing, then you're gonna take it, right? So.
Yeah, I know I would.
Well. Lights are off, Robert. Going into 3 and 4. This is where the action's going to get real. We're going to have 11 laps to go. Let's see who can make it out of this Indianapolis or this Texas Motor Speedway race.
Get Indy off your mind there, buddy.
I got Indy on the brain.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to ride with Joe Mack.
Green.
As green flag is out, let's go down into turn 1 here as they go up through the gears again. Hang on. Here we go.
Yes, sir. Joe McAdory. Look at a good restart from him right as we ride on board. Got the top 3 in front of him as he slots into 4th around Lancey Mills. He's going to look to put himself. Remember, this guy is a closer. He's known as that. He is there every time at the end of the race, put himself in these good situations. Let's see what he can do as he gets down to crunch time.
Oh, yeah. Watch this. Up the 6th gear. Look at the run. Look at the. Oh, my goodness.
Side by side, a little loose. You can see it in the steering wheel. He's good correction. Pasalacqua looking to maybe make a pass on Eric Peterson around the top. But man, oh man, you saw how low knife edge that was.
I'm going to ride with him just a little bit here, and as they get a couple more laps on their top. Oh, no, we're not. 53 is involved.
Lancey Mills.
Oh, man. Wow. 53. Let's find him. Oh. All right. We found him. Now let's go back and see what happened to Lancey Mills in that. Definitely, like Lee likes to say, I can pinpoint his car out.
Oh, yeah. Very easy to see that 53. As you see here on the replay, look at him going through the trioval. Watching it back, looks like it just went straight. I mean,
and that's
I
what I
don't
was
know what
saying.
happened. Yeah.
I was talking earlier about that, Zach. Going through the trial doesn't. You think it's just easy? It's not.
Right.
It's not. I mean, look at this. Throwing up the mud, the grass, spinning around. Hang on. Does he hit anything else? No, he does not. But I mean, I've seen it multiple times while we were riding with some people. Going through that trial will just, oh man, the way you gotta turn the wheel, it just seems so snappy. You know, like the car is snappy on you. If you put too much wheel in it, it just snaps. It reminds me of the 1 year where the Xfinity cars at Atlanta. You literally on the fixed setup could not run through the tri-oval without losing it. 10 laps into it, you were driving on ice.
Yeah, I remember times going through the tri-oval, man. That was the scariest part of Atlanta at one point. Was going through the tri-oval, just lighting the tires up going through there. Which
3 laps into it, and you felt like you had 50 laps on your tires.
Yeah, it's a handful when that tri-oval gets slick, and like you said, you think it's easy. You're kind of going straight through, which you're really not. But it is kind of a thing we forget sometimes, that you're turning at a pretty high speed, in a straight line, and you can have little incidents there for sure. We actually had Joe Hutchings come down pit road too to get some more tires,
and nor that where that the weather thing on your screen there, Zach. I don't know why it's down there, but they're not seeing that on the broadcast. But I just wanted to bring up the weather because we have not seen the sun probably for about 40 laps now, 50 laps. It's been cloudy. Track's at 74 degrees. Air temperature's at 66 degrees with a 2-mile-per-hour wind. You would think it would give more grip. It's cooler.
Yeah.
No more sun, but the cars are not acting like that.
It's a little different, personally, now when I'm racing. With these tires, the heat of the tire becoming a pretty big factor now with grip level, and just doing a lot of road to pro setup building. We've had times definitely where it's been looser on the cold track. The speeds are higher, you're carrying more speed, so you're at more of the limit of the tire. And then also, the tire just doesn't seem to warm up as quick without that heat being in the racetrack. So it takes a little more time to get that little bit of heat in there. And definitely have had it's different than it used to be. It used to be automatically, if it was cold outside or it was overcast, you automatically were tight. Like, it was just all of a sudden your front end had super, or your front end had no grip and your rear end had a lot. And it used to be, if it was hot, it was the opposite. You'd be pretty loose. But now it's almost... It's hard to say. It's kind of ever changing and different for each car and different for each track, which it kind of really is in real life. It usually tends to loosen up a little bit in real life when the night comes out. So it's definitely ruthless. The weather will affect your race hugely and affect that car's balance. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that having an effect on these cars. But they already look like they're on the knife edge, so we'll see. Yeah, and even Collie said last season, Martinsville, it took forever for the tires to warm up. Yeah, and that's the thing. And even, that's what we're building setups for Road to Pro right now. And, for the first 5 laps, you got to be so loose on the cold tires, because once the tires get up the heat, you're just plowing tight. Because, they're heat and you got the grip finally, and you got too much grip. So we've had to come to find out that we just got to be super loose to start off those first couple laps and deal with it, and then the car comes into you.
I hate that. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough to build around. That's one of the big things that's really tough about it, is building around stuff like that.
What version of tires are they running here? V7s on these?
That's a good question. I believe it's the V7.
See, so they're dealing with the same thing. You got to get about 7 to 10 laps on your tires to get these things to start gripping, and they're already wicked loose and crazy. The way these cars handle. So that's just a tough battle. I mean,
Yeah, it's
and the
definitely a
rate of
tough battle.
speed that these guys run too, Zach. I mean, so you're going 215 miles per hour on cold tires. That's crazy enough as it is. I mean, and then
Yeah.
you got to deal with traffic and people around you. That's even more crazy. You know what I mean? So,
That's for sure.
no
Tell you what,
thanks.
3-lap battle here. We're gonna have to see how this plays out. Sean Garrett first, Eric Peterson second, Brandon Pasalacqua third, Joe McAdory points leader fourth, and Simon Grills in fifth. So
Well, do
I
we
think
see
your
Joe?
winner comes from one of the top 5 there. Maybe we see something crazy happen, someone come through.
You said
But
that last week.
yeah, that's true.
You said that last week. You said you don't think the leader's going to win the race, and guess what? The leader did not win the race.
Very, very true.
I think you're right. I think being back in the 3rd row, 4th row is where you want to be. We'll find out because we're going to get ready to go crazy here.
Yeah, and we'll see if Sean Garrett can get that same restart he's been getting. If he can get that type of restart, I think he's got it. But we'll have to see.
Well, I think Joe Mack's going to be putting on the burners here. I really do. But here we go. Let's see what happens.
Green, green, green.
All right, green flag is out. And Sean that time did not get it. Well, he got a good jump, but not a really good jump.
Yeah, not the best he's had all night, but look at Pasalacqua there side by side with Eric Pearson. He needs to make that pass quick and try to get this lead. I think an early pass is going to be what you want. Here we go down the back straightaway as they knife back and forth. Looking behind third, too. You also got a run from McAdory. Up front, though, the 2 leaders going at it. Look at Pasalacqua going into 1 side by side. Oh, and here comes Peterson. Man, this is going to get crazy. And here comes Joe Hutchings, too. You got to count him out. He has them new tires. We're going to come to the white flag this time. See if we can keep this thing green.
Yeah, new tires. Let's see if new tires dominate or not. As he pitted on lap 94, he just went into pit road, and we are going to be on the white flag. Here we go, Zach. Oh, boy.
Oh, can Brandon Pasalacqua do it? It's going to be tough.
Oh, he blinks.
He actually blinks a little bit there. He's going to have a run going in the 3 with that draft. He ducks out wide. Don't think it's going to be enough. Can Sean Garrett hold on? Oh, Pasalacqua blinked pretty bad.
Whoa.
Coming off the turn, though, Sean Garrett will be your winner. Brandon Pasalacqua second with Eric Pearson coming home third.
Wow. Oh, and now we. Oh.
Ooh, yeah, Joe McAdory.
Joe Mack just ate Mac.
Yeah, that's 4th place there, though. Another good points night for him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, we'll get ready to have our post-race interview here when we get, let's see here, Sean Garrett up in the booth. We got Brandon Pasalacqua coming into the booth, and then we got Eric Peterson finishing 3rd. So we will have our post-race interviews coming up here very shortly as, John's going to burn it down there with that number 17 in the car. Nice looking paint scheme. I like the red, black, and white. That just looks beautiful to me. But all right, well, we'll be right back. Give us about 3 minutes, and we will have our post-race interviews here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting.
All right, we're back here at the Texas. I almost said the Texas Motor Speedway here with our top 3 finishers tonight here for the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series, and we will talk to our 3rd place man, Eric Peterson here. Hey, Eric, it's Zach in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yep. Hey, Zach, how you doing?
Hey, doing good, Eric. Well, man, what a race for you tonight. You started off in the 2nd position, but I was going to say you were going to start 2nd, but you actually had a disconnect there at the beginning of the race. And how did you come back from that, man?
Yeah, just all of a sudden it's like it froze when they advanced the session, and next thing I know, I'm starting from the pits, and I got a lucky yellow right at the beginning, so I didn't lose a lap. And I think I was like 16, 17, something like that. Maybe even a little further up after that first yellow. Came in and pitted and got fresh tires. Just topped off the fuel, and then I was able to run against the guys that didn't pit. So they had a little bit less or more run tires, which gave me a little advantage there at the beginning. And I just worked my way to the front. It was fun.
Yeah, definitely. You did an awesome job to put yourself back in that situation. It was heartbreaking to see you get disconnected there. And then, like you said, luckily getting those early cautions to get you caught right back into the mix of things. So what a rebound for you tonight. We've seen a lot of incidents coming out of 2 with people getting like a little bit free and a little bit loose. Was the car on the edge there?
Car was on the edge for probably the first 50, 60 laps, where you just had to lift a little bit coming out of 2, just to breathe it just a hair to get out of 2 without having the loop back end go around on you. But the last probably 20, 25 laps, the car just hooked up, and I was running either wide open in 5th or 6th, just depending on if I was behind somebody, around 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then, just making sure you don't run into the back of somebody, which I did to Cody accidentally. He kind of checked up in front of me, and I just couldn't get it slowed down enough, and it caused a yellow, but I was actually able to work my way back up from that too.
Awesome. Yeah, Eric, we see it there, man, and thank you for the good information there. But again, congrats on your 3rd place finish. And before we let you go, anybody wants to send a shout out to?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my dad. He's watching. He's down in South Carolina. He loves this stuff. And a shout out to my girlfriend here, April. So she's watching too. So I appreciate it. Thanks, Zach.
Yeah, awesome, Eric. You have a great night, man, and congrats on your 3rd place finish.
Well, thank you, and congrats to everyone on a well-run race. It was fun.
All right, guys, that was our 3rd place finisher of Eric Peterson here tonight. What an awesome rebound there for him. That was heartbreaking to see him disconnect on the grid. And then, like you said, what a comeback. So that's awesome to see. But now we'll move on to our 2nd place man, Brandon Pastelacqua. Hey, Brandon, it's Zach in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Got a copy. Indy 250 winner. How are you?
Doing pretty good, man. Yeah, thank you for that. I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what a race for you tonight. Gotta say, you did something different than a lot of guys. You were really running that top groove there in 3 and 4, and it was really interesting to see. And I gotta talk to Eric there for a second, and he was saying the cars were kind of really on the knife edge and very kind of a little bit on the loose side. Did that help that out for you?
Yeah. So we were practicing a few times this week, and I don't know if it was race conditions or what, but we all could just wrap around the bottom fine and not get loose. And then we go into the practice session for the races, and the cars are extremely loose. And I kind of thought back to all my stock car driving, what I try to do if that happens. And going up a little bit closer to the wall helps a little bit with that corner exit and holding on to the throttle. So I tried that late in practice, and then I started to notice that I was making up a lot of speed and gaining a lot of momentum off the corner exit on everybody. And I was like, well, I'm going to stay up here until it doesn't work anymore. Unfortunately, hurt me a little bit. Sean Garrett learned how to work that middle line better, shorter distance around the track, and he was able to keep up good speed. But yeah, it was a lot of fun ripping it up there, but it was based out of necessity more than it was anything else, just to keep the car on the track.
Yeah, definitely. It looked tough down there on the bottom. A few guys, you could see it all night, just trying to. Like I said to Robert, when these things go, they go. So
they go.
Yeah, it's not very easy to catch. So great job, finding something different to make work and getting yourself up into 2nd position, man. What a race for you again here tonight.
I appreciate it.
Was there any chance you think you could have got Sean? What did you kind of need, really?
Yeah, so I didn't really get aggressive with trying to stay close to Sean until that last restart. The ones before that, I kind of just figured there might be a couple more cautions. I didn't want to get aggressive and throw the race away with 10 or 15 laps to go. I've had a rough week on iRacing. I was like, I just need to get a good finish. So, but with 3 to go on that restart, you have no choice but to, white knuckle and get the elbows up. And I don't know if I'll be able to make the pass on. Like I said, he had a great car all night, but that was the closest I had been to him when I drove more aggressive. So I don't know if it would have been any different if we had more laps. He drove one heck of a race, and congratulations to him.
Awesome, Brandon. Well, man, congrats to you again on that second place finish.
Thank
anybody want to send a shout to before we let you go?
Yeah, you guys up there in the booth, like I say, every time I get the opportunity to talk to you guys, I love your guys' broadcasts. They're very entertaining. It makes it fun for us to be able to watch after the race. So we appreciate it. I appreciate it. And then also to my friends at Dark Horse Racing, Gary Corley, Charles T, Nicholas Winnock, and Josh Gardner. They're a blast to run around with and have fun with. So I appreciate everybody.
Awesome, Brandon. Well, again, man, congrats on that second place finish. Thank you for the kind words as always, man. And hopefully we'll catch you next week up here in the podium again.
Sounds good. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Yep. All right, that was our second place finish there. Brandon Pasalaco in the 23 here, guys, tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. And now we'll move on to our first time winner here at the Gulf Coast IndyCar Racing Series, Sean Garrett. Hey, Sean, it's Zach in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Hey, man, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good, man. Well, how's it feel to get your first win of the season here?
Man, I can't describe it. It feels awesome.
Yeah, definitely a great night for you here tonight, Sean. One thing I noticed that you made really work that a lot of guys were having tough was the bottom. How much did you work on that coming into tonight's race, and how did you make it work so good, man?
Oh man, it's so hard to describe. It's very different from the practices that I ran, and it was so much slicker because the track was I think it was about 20 degrees cooler, which is it makes the tires cooler with all the cautions, and it was really, you had to have speed. If you didn't have speed, you were getting loose in the turns, and that's what was causing, in my opinion, I didn't see some of the cautions, but in my opinion, I would think that speed has something to do because it's the way the track is. So
yeah, definitely. We've seen some big moments for you two up front. You had some amazing restarts, getting those gaps, but actually had that one moment where you did lose it and actually were able to keep it out of the wall. How scary was that?
Oh, that was terrifying, man. I thought as soon as I spun out, I thought there's no way I'm gonna be able to get back up to the pace that I was running. And then after probably 15 seconds or so, I just sat back in my seat, and I was like, this race isn't over. I could still definitely try to make a top 5 or even go for the win. And that's what I did.
Yeah, man, you did a heck of a job here tonight, bringing it back after that incident. And gotta say, that was a great job not getting into anything. It's tough to spin these things here at the speed they are and not hit anything. So you gotta pat yourself on the back for that one. And in 2 weeks now, we head to Kansas. How you feeling for Kansas, man?
Oh man, Kansas. I'm feeling good about that. I'm hoping I could do really well there, and we'll have to see.
Definitely
have to see how it all plays out. So.
Yeah, for sure. Well, great run tonight, though, man. Getting your first win of the season, and that should help you a little bit there in the points to move you up a few positions. So great stuff, and hopefully you can carry that momentum into next week. But again, congrats on that first victory here tonight. Before we let you go, anybody want to send a shout out to?
Oh yes, I'd like to make a shout out to Joe Hutchins and Teed for making this whole league possible, and my 62 Designs, who made my car. They make awesome paint schemes. Excuse me, and they're really great at what they do. And just my team, Hutch Sport, gave me an awesome car. Man, they just worked with me and was able to get me a race winning car. So shout out to them.
Yeah, awesome, man. What a good job tonight there, bringing home your first win, and congrats again on that. And we'll catch you hopefully here in 2 weeks again on the podium, man.
All right, man.
All right, guys, that was our victory lane with Sean Garrett in the 17 here, bringing home his first win of the season here at Gulf Coast IndyCar League for Hutch Sport Racing. So back-to-back wins for Hutch Sport there tonight, or for their team here in the league. So awesome stuff to see from them. And that should also help them out in the points. And also, Robert, I was going through here looking, and as this is our seventh race of the season, that's our seventh different winner.
Yeah.
So through 7 races, nobody has gone, got another win. So, wow, it's all over the place, and this championship ain't over yet. It's very, very tight.
Well, in 2 weeks, like you said, we head to Kansas. So, will we see an 8th different winner?
Right.
I don't want to put a book on it, but if Eric shows up, I would imagine he would be one of them guys that could probably make it 8 in a row. Eight different winner at Kansas if he shows up. So, well, tune
definitely
in.
Could happen.
I was gonna say, it'll be in 2 weeks. There'll be something posted on Freaky Fast Facebook page. So we'll see if we have 8 different winners in it, and can we go all season with different winners? Wouldn't that be something? That'd
be crazy.
I don't think there's a league out there that's ever done that. That would be.
In my time running league stuff, there's very few times where I've seen people. Usually you see a few guys just rack up a few at least,
right?
And it's cool to see it just so spread out.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So, all right, well, we'll be live in 2 weeks, but let's run through the unofficial results here real quick before we get ready to sign off here tonight, Zach, if you don't mind, and then we'll get ready to pack our stuff up here. So, here's your unofficial results here tonight with Gulf Coast Indy Series here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, Sean Garrett bringing home the win here tonight in that 17, his first victory. Brandon Pasalaco will bring it home in second. Eric Peterson third. Joe McAdory fourth. Simon Grills is fifth. Sixth will go to Joe Hutchings. Seventh is Gary Corley. Eighth on the last car on the lap is Jeffrey Duncan. Ninth will go to Josh Garner. 10th is Benjamin Cones. 11th, Josh Apollos. 12th is Lanty Mills. 13th is Todd Schneider. 14th will go to Charles Teed. 15th, Cody Bullock. 16th is Max Davies. 17th, Nicholas Winook. And rounding out your show tonight will be Bill Schwabauer in 18th.
All right, that is going to be your unofficial results here tonight with Gulf Coast. Freaky Fast is proud to bring these guys here every Thursday night. Well, not every Thursday night, but there's some nights that we do have off because of the work schedule of the league owner, so he can make every race too. So, all right, Zach, we're going to get ready to sign off here tonight. We'd like to say thank you to everybody out there on Facebook and YouTube for tuning in here tonight. Thank you for everybody that supports Freaky Fast. We do love you, and our next broadcast will be Season 3 at World Series of Sim Racing League, as I'll be up in the booth with Lee Tidwell. So make sure you tune in at 8:45 when we go live on Saturday night for your season opener. And is there anything you want to give a shout out before we get ready to sign off for your season opener there, Zach?
Just shout out to all the fans and everybody viewing. Definitely a great night here at Texas Motor Speedway, and can't wait to be back in the race car again on Saturday here, battling with some of my closest buddies. And hopefully you see me at Victory Lane. Atlanta's a pretty good track for me, and I've heard it's kind of loose, so fingers crossed you're talking to me.
There you go. Amen on that. Well, congratulations again on your Indy win. Congratulations to Sean Garrett for getting his first victory here at Gulf Coast. Joe, you're welcome very much out there. He posted on Freaky Fast's stream here. And if you're new and haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit that bell on this stream, and that will automatically make you a follower of Freaky Fast, and automatically give you a like on Freaky Fast. So you can do it all in one shot. If you're on the YouTube side, don't forget to hit that share button, like button, and share it to your favorite platform that you like on your social media. It doesn't matter if it's Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want. But until then, we will catch everybody Saturday night. We'd like to say God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.
Later, everybody.